Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Cruise Peruse, episode number 88. Boys and girls, I have been away for a couple of days. I didn't mean for that to rhyme at all. It just coincidentally happens. Happenstance, happy happenstances. Well, a couple of fun things going around in the world today, right? Well, one thing namely that I want to talk about. So there's an online petition to raid Area 51, supposedly. I guess that's a fucking thing. Let me tell you idiots one time right now. If you guys actually are considering, running to Area 51, charging at full force like the fucking idiot slacktivist that everyone is, you're probably going to get shot by government officials. So I'm going to just throw that out there. All right, for those of you kids who live in Fantasyland, right? Oh, we're gonna find aliens. No, you're probably gonna find a bullet at the back of your fucking skull. So, yeah, just don't be stupid is what the fuck I'm saying, kids. Now, we're talking about stupid. The Lakers do something to my brain. They've been with me for 21 years, 2 decades. I'm old. And it never gets easier as a Lakers fan, right? Oh, but you got 16 rings. Yeah, that's one thing. But like the stupidity from this organization for the last few years have been pretty notable. Namely, a couple of days ago, actually yesterday. This happened yesterday. LeBron James, during the Summer League last week when I was there on Saturday, announces to the world that he is going to be gifting AD his number 23. Right, number 23 is going to be Anthony Davis, and more than likely LeBron James was going to wear number 6 because he wore it in Miami. He wears it in practice all the time, and I believe he wore for the USA men's national team for basketball, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but all that was laid out. News comes out yesterday, and the funny thing is, I was actually in Los Angeles yesterday, so I can verify this. As a fucking Twitter verification account, I can verify that shit, no problem, kids. The Lakerland Team LA store, home, right next to Staples Center. They house both Clippers. Actually, they house Clippers, Los Angeles Kings, Los Angeles Lakers gears, and they had the Kawhi and Paul George jersey, which to me, I barfed when I saw that shit. I was like, oh god, what's this fucking garbage doing in the Staples Center? Oh my god, it makes me sick. And then I go to number 23 and find out it's LeBron James. I'm confused. I was sitting there, I'm standing there, after a long fucking day of running errands unsuccessfully. I'm standing there like, what the fuck? Anthony Davis is supposed to be number 23, motherfucker. What the fuck is this shit? And news pops out when I'm heading home on the freeway that due to Nike's overstock in inventory of number 23, essentially that's what it is. They have way too much number 23 in inventory. They banned LeBron James from using number 23. Actually, from giving Anthony Davis number 23 for the 2019-2020 season, which it's irritating as all hell. It really is. Because it just looks like Nike and the Lakers organization are money-hungry cocksuckers. That's what it actually comes off as. And yeah, listen, giving AD number 3 isn't bad. All right, it's not bad. It's just the whole look of the optics of this entire situation don't look great for the Lakers. It's one thing. The Lakers are the way the offseason has gone for the Lakers is this. All right, some positive news and then some really negative news. Some positive news, then some really negative news. Some positive news, then some really negative news. This falls in the category of somewhat negative news, right? Again, what's going to end up happening, right? And this is just basic business. This is business 101, baby. LeBron James' number 23 jersey is going to be sold all throughout the season. And then come around June, July-ish, you head back to Staples Center, go to Team LA, the team store, you're going to find out that, yeah, LeBron James's number 23 jersey is going to be on sale for a high discount rate. Probably going to be like 30%. If you're lucky, boys and girls, you'll probably get 50%. And so I would do, like, for me, this is what's going to happen. I'm probably going to get some Anthony Davis merch when I go back to LA in a couple of days, which, God, I don't even want to talk about LA right now. Like, LA just legit just pisses me off, the city itself. But probably going to get a t-shirt and then just go to the Dodger Stadium instead and buy some Dodgers gear. You know, there's so many Dodgers players I could just fucking buy right now in terms of their jersey, right? Yu Hyun Jin, Cody Bellinger, Will Smith, Clayton Kershaw, Corey Seager, if you want to go out there, boys and girls, Justin Turner. You know, we got a lot of good pieces over there for the Dodgers. I'm happy. For the Lakers, yeah, that's our situation right now. We have 23-3. Great. Yeah, listen, I mean, at the end of the day, the fact doesn't change that we got AD. I mean, boys and girls, I mean, as much as I bitch about this thing, and I was not in a good mood at all last week, or yesterday, really. Yesterday, I was in a terrible mood. I was a bit pissy about the whole number situation, but at the end of the day, we got AD. We got Anthony Davis, right? We got Anthony Davis. We got all these pieces with our squad right now, and it's looking good. I really like, I mean, obviously, interviews right now with the team, they're gonna say all the right things, of course. They're gonna say all the right words, but it's what I've talked about. It's what one of the players, I believe it was Danny Green, mentioned in his interview, was saying, more important than anything right now, the team has to know each other. They have to understand each other. They have to essentially get to know one another. That is going to be critical for this Lakers squad, because I'll tell you what, my expectation for the first 2 months before Christmas, right? So October, November, and essentially December. So I mean, really, technically, well, it is only 2 months, really, in length. So within the first 2 months, I would love a 500 record. Like, just give me a 500 record. I'm not even expecting, like, a fucking phenomenal win streak. I just want above 50, right? Not above 50, above 500. Just give me a number, like, slightly above 500. I'm happy. I'm good to go. And that's me as, like, a fucking... I don't want to say distraught Lakers fans, because that makes me seem like I'm panicking all the fucking time. But, like, as a downtrodden Lakers fan, right? I'm one of those guys that are like, dude, I've seen this team go through bullshit. I've been around for 21 years with this squad, and I know other people, old school Lakers fan, they've been around longer than I have. They're patient. We're all patient. You got celebrities who are, 80s, 80s guys who watch these guys, back in Lakerland in the 80s, but for guys like me, guys like within my generation, where we watch Shaq, Kobe, and Kobe do it again with Powell, Sasha Vujacic, who was going around the rumor mills, and I swear to God, like, for me personally, I want that 09-10 roster back. Like, that's just me, because that holds a very special place in my heart and the arteries. Special place in the arteries, and. The one thing with the Lakers is always this. We will have long stretches of not winning. Historically, that has been proven with the Lakers. Like, I'll give you one example. Magic Johnson won the championship in 88, I believe, right? 88. That was the last Lakers championship until 2000, 12 years. And really, even before that, I believe Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain won the championship in 71. Because I believe it was 70 or 72 it was the Knicks. Pretty sure. I could be wrong. But after that, it was a decade wait. And essentially, with the Lakers, I mean, if you've been a Lakers fan for a long time, you know our history. You know damn well that despite how bad we are right now, we hold this kind of esteem for ourselves. We have a bit of pride for our team because it's a historied franchise. And I come off as a bit of a pretentious cunt when I say that, but I don't really care, because the Lakers, as bad as they've been, and as good as the Clippers have been, you know, in this offseason and all this bullshit that people want to just keep reminding me, what have you actually done? I'll just leave it at that. What have you actually done? Do I see banners in the Staples Center with Clippers names now? I don't. I see Taylor Swift. I see the Los Angeles Sparks, and I see the Los Angeles Lakers. And if you kids are getting sick of me saying that shit, then do something about it, Clippers. Like, do something about it. Like, I'm not here to fucking hold your hands. I don't fucking like that team. I fucking despise that team, actually. Like, if it was up to me, I know I'm saying like a lot right now. I'm like. Going to California really melts your brain. Just the amount of just disgusting level of human activity there, it's just baffling. But yeah, man, listen, I'm having a lot of hope for the Lakers, a lot of hope, a lot of optimism for the first time in a long time. And when I say optimism and hope, I'm just saying, listen, if you're above 500 at the end of the season, I could just dust my hands off and say this great season. We're not under 500 for the first time in 6 fucking years. Awesome. I'll take that, okay? I'll actually take that in stride. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like, worst things could happen. Because boys and girls, at the end of the day, I'm not an OKC fan. That's right. We got to talk about it. You know we had to talk about it. I know I shot that video early in the morning, like 2 a.m. in the morning, with the Westbrook and CP3 trade. So let me run through that trade again. So Oklahoma City Thunder trade Russell Westbrook for Chris Paul, 2 first-round picks, and 2 conditional first-round picks. Oh. OKC fans, I really have nothing to console you. I really don't. Your GM is an idiot. Okay, your GM, who now has 15 first-round picks from the year 2020 to 2026, what is he even going to do with that? If you can, okay, seriously, hear me out. Out of those 15 picks, if you hit 20%, right, which is 3 picks, if you fucking match, is that right? My math could be really off right now. Like, my math is gonna be so off. Yeah, no, 3 picks, yeah. So if 3 of those picks, 20% of those fucking picks are right, like, you're technically good, but to what extent? Like, if 3 of those picks are right, it's essentially saying, like, hey, Paul George, KD, Westbrook, remember those guys? Yeah, we kind of got the younger discount version of that, but we're going to fail for like 5 years. Okay, see, I really don't know what else to say. I really don't. There's not a lot of optimism for your guys right now. You got CP3 with that crazy, unmovable contract that nobody wants to handle. Like, I heard people saying the Lakers, oh, you can finally link up with LeBron James. If LeBron is a fucking, listen, if LeBron is that basketball savant that everyone's talking about, he'll recognize that Chris Paul is a fucking cancer, a locker room cancer, and stay the fuck away from him. Because the guys we got right now, yeah, people question Boogie, but I feel like he's coming in with a new attitude, man. And CP3 would be the complete opposite of that. A guy who's going to handle the ball all the time, me, clashes with teammates. He doesn't like Boogie nor Rondo, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a fucking disaster waiting to happen if you would try to pull the trigger on that. But OKC, yeah, you got Chris Paul. Yay. I just say embrace your, listen, if you're a Seattle Supersonics fan, you're laughing. I'm laughing too, to be honest, because OKC wasted a golden generation of players. They really did. They absolutely wasted the golden generation of their players. And it's kind of hilarious how much they failed, and the GM is getting no shtick for it. I really cannot believe it. Like, no one is talking about the fact that Sam Presti is a fucking dipshit for doing this. He really is. Like, am I the crazy one? And really, you know, how most trades, they got winners and losers. But to me, like, I don't really know if both teams are winners at this point. Yeah, let's switch over from the OKC side, who I really do think, no matter how many first-round picks they got, you are just drowning in sorrow right now, right? And then if you move to the Houston Rockets, boy, oh boy. Listen, I'm not a fucking analytics nerd. I'm not. I'm really not. Because I always say one thing. Statistics don't mean shit without context. And I hold to that, right? And James Harden putting up all these numbers, but simultaneously you realize his usage rate is so high. His shots attempted versus shot made could be suspect at times. Now you add the addition of Russell Westbrook, who is by far a less efficient shooter and player than James Harden, relatively speaking, right? Both ISO heavy, both heavy usage guys. I don't know how the hell you're going to balance that out. I think time and every game has proven to us that Mike D'Antoni, as good of an offense as he can run, as great of a regular season he can have, never delivers in the playoffs. Now, boys and girls, I say all of this with the caveat of, this is just all my opinion. This is all a guess. This is all speculation. There we go. So we don't know what the hell's actually going to happen, right? I mean, who the hell knows? Maybe Westbrook and Harden could be the best dynamic duo that Houston has ever seen. And with the addition of Clint Capella along their side, they can rule the fucking, that southwest side of the country, right? Be the best Texas team. Could, potentially, right? That could potentially happen. But from just the optics and the eye test alone, again, this is not a great move for me. And Houston had to leverage the fucking farm, dude. Essentially four first-round picks. Daryl Morey seems like he's panicking. And yes, they did get Tyson Chandler. They added a couple more pieces throughout the weekend. But to me, that doesn't speak volumes of what they're actually going to be capable of. That just speaks to me about, okay, cool, like, more kind of panic buys. I don't know, Houston. I really don't know where you go from here. Because I'll give you one scenario. This is the one scenario I fear for Houston, and I feel like they're going to head to this direction. What if you get to the playoffs again? And that's a huge what if at this point. What if you get to the playoffs and you get ousted in the first round? Like, how demoralizing is that shit? You essentially got the same fucking core because James Harden's your guy. And what the hell are you going to do after that? Are you going to implode and try this shit all over again? Or is Daryl Morey going to pat himself on the back and think, oh, that everything's going to work out fine? Lots of question marks. Lots of question marks with the NBA season. And yeah, my lips are blue as shit because I'm drinking pre-workout, boys and girls. And I know my voice just hit that puberty mark. But yeah, I'm feeling fat. So I gotta go to the gym, take care of my shit. And damn, man, like I'll tell you one thing. You got the summer league going on in Las Vegas right now, where I'm at, where I live, and the NBA news has been hot. I mean, hot like the Las Vegas sun. And I'm excited. I'm so excited for this upcoming regular season. You got the Western Conference, which is going to be a fucking bloodbath. I swear to God, man. It is going to be so good to watch. The East, I can't really speak for the East. I really can't. I know if you're an Eastern Conference fan, probably going to bitch at me. Nah, you don't know. The 76ers are going to be, what, without shooters? Bunch of fucking big dudes and no shooters? Yeah, that's going to be something to watch. A disaster. Shit, man. Like, I'll give you one little thing right here. The East, in my opinion, is going to be ruled by 3 teams. 76ers are going to be in that fringe area with like a couple teams that are going to teeter-totter here and there, in my opinion. The Celtics, the Bucks, and the Nets, they are going to dominate. And there were news articles and murmurs that Kevin Durant could potentially come back this season.
Which is like, no. You're coming back from an Achilles injury. Relax. Okay, and again, I everyone knows that I'm not a huge KD fan. I'm not. His game, yes, I like his game. At the same time, his off-court personality, his personality, I'm not all about. I'm really not. But for the safety of the player and the logic and rationality of keeping your body safe, you don't come back from an Achilles injury within a year. Don't be stupid. You're gonna exacerbate the injury, you fucking moron. Oh my God. Everyone calling KD smart. Okay, this is the problem I have with like fucking ESPN and Fox Sports Radio and shit like this. Essentially, every NBA player is smart when they win. But when they don't, it's like, oh, they're not. No, it's not as simple as that. First of all, let me just break this down. Achilles injuries, right? Based on everything we've seen through, NBA history, Achilles injuries are potentially career-ending injuries, and if you try to rush back to the game, you're only going to fuck yourself over. That's what we've seen countless of times. So, KD, I implore you, do not rush. You're in no rush right now. You have signed a 3-year fucking contract with the player option, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 4 years? Could be wrong. Got to look that up. But you got a lot of time. I know your age will catch up. You're a tall guy. Your knees might get worse. Whatever. But do not rush the process. I'm telling you. And it's not like I'm cheering for Brooklyn. I'm not. I'm a Lakers fan. At the end of the day, boys and girls, when I compliment a team, it's kind of like a backhanded compliment. It's like, oh, you're going to do well, but you might lose. Because at the end of the day, boys and girls, at the end of the day, sports monogamy is key. Because if we don't stick to our sports team through tough and thick, we're only animals. So I'm gonna leave it off with that. Gotta head to the gym. Gotta work on this job of the hut thing. So, boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge. All the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Now, fuck off.